X.
Welcome to On the Chain. This is Jeff here with co-host Chip. What is going on? What a week we've had. Man, still, I'll tell you what, XRP, not a security. Congressman Tom Emmer was hammering Gary Gensler.
Yes.
Sam Bankman-Fried arrested. Was Gary helping Sam Bankman-Fried? He did cover up some meetings that he had with some other high political figures on his public calendar. Man, we got a ton of stuff to talk about, Chip, about Ripple, XRP, the crypto space, SBF,
DJI,
and FTX.
And DJI.
The Dow Jones.
Dow Jones and those are down. Ready? Let's do it.
Welcome to On the Chain.
Welcome, everybody. You guys know what to do. Go ahead, hit the like. You know the thing. You know the thing.
You know the thing.
You know the thing. Hit the like button.
You know that thing. You know.
You hate when YouTubers talk about that all the time, Jeff. Let's start out with some really positive news. There's been a lot of criticism for a couple of. Thank you very much. Thank you for a couple of years about Coinbase because the Songbird token came out and they were like, "Mum's the word." Didn't have anything to say. They basically were checked out. So. What happened? Check this out, Jeff. This is interesting. Look at the wording on this. Coinbase Assets. It wasn't good enough to Coinbase account, but Coinbase Asset tweeted out, Coinbase intends to honor our prior commitment to our customers to support Flare Network's Flare airdrop. But Jeff,
wow.
What does this mean intends to?
They intend to. They may
Jeff,
not.
Before the podcast is over, I intend to give you, I intend to transfer 1 million XRP. Do you think you'll have it? I intend to.
Yeah, well, you intend to.
I intend to give everyone in the audience as much XRP as they want. I'll even give you, I'll even top it off with some Cardano and put a pinch of maybe some Ether on top. What do you think? I intend.
Your intent. You're doing the
This
full.
This is weird, right? Is this a weird thing? Intend?
It's a very strange way.
We intend.
Coinbase will honor our our prior commitment to our customers to support the Flare network.
Shall honor, not
Coinbase,
intends to.
Right. Intends to honor. We might not. We intend to, but we'll see what happens when the time comes.
Yeah, Jeff, remember you told me to buy that lottery ticket?
Man,
I intended to buy it. Unfortunately, I did not buy it, and those numbers came in. Sorry.
They did come in. Those were good numbers.
They were good numbers, right? So they go on to say, we estimate supporting the airdrop with the first half of 2023, customers on Coinbase.com, simple and advanced trade, and Coinbase exchange in approved jurisdictions who held XRP on the snapshot date of December 12, 2020 at 00 whatever. You at UTC will qualify to receive the token. You know what's funny is look when this tweet was sent, December 12th, 2 years after the drop, you get an announcement.
Look at that
from
date.
Coinbase Assets.
Man, look at that. It is 2 years exactly from the date.
Now listen to this. Now while we cannot guarantee support for any particular jurisdiction, that's already starting to sound wonky. Flare trading, the associated Flare airdrop is expected to generally be available in Coinbase's supported jurisdictions, with the exception of Germany, Japan, New York, and Singapore. There's some legalese going on here. Of course, Free American Spirit, who's usually the first person on Twitter to comment, almost like at every post I read, First American Spirit there. So you'll sell it at a high price. Then when it drops, you lock a rock, you'll buy it back cheap, and then give us worthless token. Okay, gotcha. Still waiting on SGB tokens. Now, in all fairness, Jeff, they did not promise SGB tokens.
But they did promise Flare.
They did promise. Well, they did say they were going to honor Flare. So that's a little bit.
Coinbase knows how valuable the Flare is.
Ah, yes, they do.
Click 411.
Jackie's in the house.
Click 411 says, I intend to thank you, Chip.
Yeah, okay. Well, I intend to say you're welcome. So there you go.
That just means screw you, basically. They intend.
Can I give a shout out to Alchemist, who I don't think's missed a show in about 2 years? Can we give a shout out to Alchemist? Really amazing. I will believe it when it's in my account. Yeah, I mean, how else can you believe it? Shout out.
Shout out.
I intend, this is still great though. I intend to thank you. Yeah. Okay, good.
SBF intended to be honest.
He intended to do a lot of things. He's going to the big house.
Legendary said he'll take his 1 million XRP in Bitcoin.
Jeff, did you ever see that show Reacher?
I did, yes.
There's a great, that prison scene where he says, "Hey, Fatso, you came into my house without being invited." I'm thinking that good luck when you're in that cell, because I don't think Reacher's going to be in there with you, and I think you're going to be on your own with somebody named Bubba.
Opposite of SBF, I never intended.
Right, Steve. Good to see you,
SBF is
Goberson. Steve
never intended to be honest.
Goberson. I love Steve's. By the way, Steve put out a really, I got to tell you, the amazing talent in this community. Steve put out a really awesome Christmas song. It's really phenomenal. And you should you put that out again, Steve. Put that out again. I'll retweet it. But I want you guys to listen to it because you wrote it, sang it, arranged it. I think Joni helped him as well. But it's good stuff, man. I'm always in awe of just the amount of amazing humans we have in this community. Don't drop the soap. Do not drop the soap. And then, Jeff, I got to do another shout.
Yeah, cellmate will have some interesting intentions. That's,
we always talk about Jim Cramer because he's such a nut job.
BZ.
There's the obligatory shout out. I intend to give you an obligatory thank you. I intend to give it to you. So I might do
all right,
it.
our buddy Kramer. What is our buddy Kramer up to again?
It's CREMER, but so this guy right here is good. You go follow him at NFA Crypto, NFA.Crypto. He says Jim Cramer called XRP a con, and it really rubbed me the wrong way. So I snuck into CNBC headquarters to find out what's going on. Now I had to do a little switch up because I had to show that tweet, and I'm gonna go ahead and pull this video up. But I gotta tell you, man, this is pure money. But this is a little bit of a parody video. Here we go. You ready?
Let's do it.
Here we go.
The chips.
Welcome to the stock market on CNBC. Here's a famous person you will probably believe, cause he's on a TV show and his hair doesn't flinch. And he would never tell a lie to make himself rich. Welcome to the stock market on CNBC. Would you like to buy a stock that makes you 2% in weeks? There's no room for growth here. This isn't the best. But we got paid to act extremely impressed. Welcome to the stock market. Here comes Jim Cramer. Everything he says he's buying, he is selling now for sure. Be bearish, be bullish, just stare at the stage. We got a million different ways to enslave. Welcome to the stock market. Focus on these slides. Here's a jobs report from Friday. Here's a hedge fund guy who lies. We got news teams, projections, and fancy ass charts, and a random frowning news reporter stressed out behind red suspenseful death music. Welcome to the stock market. Hold on to your stocks while we sell them on your faces, and we leave you all in shock. We put good news out all week. We just put out more, and then we fucking sold that shit through the floor. Buy a stock, regret it, so you sell it cause you think that the news we put out last week meant the market cap would shrink. Then it goes up and you throw up, so you buy it back and blow up, cause the second that it shows up in your balance you get notified that crackdowns in the mainland happen. China shut it down. Here's why Warren Buffett thinks you are a stupid fucking clown. Which massive corporation hates what you just did? A billionaire just said the thing you bought is not worth shit. Can we keep you losing everything all of the time? Rethinking everything all of the time. Evil is deceitful and the truth is hard to find. Leave you searching everywhere all of the time. Can we interest you in bankruptcy all of the time? A bit of poverty all of the time. Evil is deceitful and the truth is hard to find. Leave you searching everywhere all of the time.
Okay.
Oh,
there it is right there.
God.
Made by NotFinancialAdvice.Crypto. Fantastic.
That is awesome.
That is amazing job right there. That's fantastic. Original song.
Oh my God.
If you're listening on the podcast, there was a whole crew of characters from Kevin O'Leary. Who else was in that montage? I mean, there's so many. Mark Cuban, so many people in there. It was like just a who's who. Yeah.
SPF intends to drop the soap on purpose.
I'm gonna pretend I did. I'm gonna intend that I didn't intend to hear that, or I didn't intend to smile at that. I didn't intend to smile, Jeff.
So this is interesting what Terrence is saying. O'Leary needs to be investigated. He's blaming Binance for SBF's downfall. I thought it's really interesting to see how the SEC as well wants to come after Binance. And there's all sorts of things that are being spun, speculating things about what's happening with Binance. Remember, we were talking about that the other day, Chip, about what's the possible outcome? Why are they targeting Binance all of a sudden? Does it have connection to China? Does it have connection to something else?
And it is fishy the way the whole thing blew up like that. There's something going on. So I wanted to, since we're talking about this, by the way, I realized there's one more video that I didn't save. This is from none other than our pal David Gokhshtein.
Oh, and by the way, at 8:45 for the last segment, XRP Productions will be joining us. So stay tuned for.
Stick around for that. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it.
You don't want to miss the great commentary from XRP Productions at 8:45.
And we got a good one too. We got a really fantastic one. So Jeff, I think this happened today. Is Connie in the chat? Connie pointed this one out, so thank you for that. I always love when people bring it to our attention from the and I like to shout them out if I can remember that, because sometimes I cannot. But this one here, so David Gokhshtein happened to be on a Twitter space with none other than Changpeng Zhao, better known as CZ, from Binance. So when timing's good, let's bring this up. Let's play this.
CZ, how's
and by the way,
good.
What's up? By the way,
we're streaming over on Rumble. If you guys are wondering.
Yeah, we're streaming on, well, that's not streaming right now, but we are streaming on Rumble, guys. And if you're on Rumble, please take a second. Connie, please go over there right now. We don't need to hear it twice, Jeff. But go over there.
Here, we can talk to ourselves, talking to ourselves. You guys are.
That's awful weird. But go, guys. If you have a Rumble account, please go follow us. We only have like 140 people there. We need about 14,000 more. But anyway, we're trying to build up a little bit of following. We might just do some like Rumble only stuff every once in a while, stuff that can't be aired here. But anyway, guys, go ahead and do that. But let's look at this. So David Gokhshtein had the opportunity to talk to CZ, and he asked him some good questions, pretty timely of what we were just talking about.
CZ, how's everything? Good. Question. Did Kevin O'Leary ever try to invest into Binance? And also, if Washington ever called you down to come down and talk about cryptocurrency, would you?
Well, Calvin, I don't think I don't think we have any commercial relationship with him. No investments either way, etc. I didn't really know who he was until I think we were actually on a panel together in the Dubai conference we organized last year. Actually, early this year, I think in March this year. But I had COVID, so I only attended virtually, and that was to the extent of our interactions, in my belief. Well, for countries that give us licenses and invite us to operate, but U.S. is a very special case. I try not to go to the U.S. so that we're not seen as soliciting. Binance.com would not be seen as soliciting users from U.S. From the U.S. So that's why I try to stay out of it. And I'm also quite busy visiting many other countries. So Binance US is an independent company. It has a very strong CEO. I'm the chairman on the board, but I'm not involved in the day-to-day operations in Binance US. And they use Slack for internal work communications. I don't even have Slack installed on my phone, so I'm not involved in the day-to-day operations there at all. So I try to keep a distance so that we're very clear on the level of separation of Binance US and Binance.com. So that's the reason.
So there it is right there. What's up, Joni?
Brian must have seen something when he was there. Just speculation.
Yeah.
But he did run fast.
Well, yeah. And also the CEO we had on here, Coley. We had Coley on here, then she disappeared like from everything. They got rid of her. And she just basically dropped out.
Just gone.
Is that
I
weird
never
that she did the
That was
show
very
like a couple
strange.
months before that disappeared, and we never heard from her again. She was absolutely charming and phenomenal, and she was
and then was gone completely.
completely
Just
gone. It was such a
disappeared.
weird.
Hey, we've got 7 watching on Rumble now. Woohoo!
7 on Rumble. What's going on, Rumble?
7 on Rumble.
Yeah, if they comment there, do we have a way to see that, Jeff? We don't. Doesn't actually.
We do. No, we do actually.
do
Not
you
over
have
here, but
You have it open, right?
if they comment, I've got the comments open, so people on Rumble can comment, which is really cool. I can't pop out the chat here to bring it over side by side, but we can easily.
Oh,
check it out. Legendary is over on Rumble. Chatting.
Legendary. What's up?
Legendary.
Yeah, if you guys go over on Rumble, please. If it's good to have some coverage, because again, there's things we'd like to say sometimes, and we just can't. You know why? We know why. Everyone knows why. You know the thing, Jeff. That's like
you know the
thing, and everybody like, oh,
all right,
yes,
all right, YouTube. All right, YouTube, cover your ears. We got some things that can only be heard by Rumble.
That's right.
Wait, that won't work. What?
I don't think we're going to get too far with that. But anyway, we got a lot to cover. There's a lot of good stuff. I want to start with Warren Davidson. We got 2 things, and we got something from the hearing, but I wanted to play this one. Actually, maybe, Jeff, we should probably play the hearing first. Let's do that. Let's play his. Yeah, Coley was awesome. She was phenomenal. Let's see. I don't know about her golf game, though. Matt LaRoche. Matt LaRoche loved her golf game, and I think that's pretty cool.
Who's the new CEO, the U.S. CEO? Do we know?
I don't recall his name, but it's a guy. I mean, I don't remember his name. But let's see. Yeah, let's play this one too. But this is Warren Davidson from the hearing. This is good stuff. So remember, Warren, holy cow, Warren Davidson. He's the one that had is he the one that had the crypto bill that your custody, where you should be custodying your stuff? I believe
What's
so.
that?
I think Warren Davidson's the one that sponsored the bill for custody, self-custody.
Was that? Yeah, I think he co-sponsored.
I think so. Yeah.
Really seems to be one of the big things here. Clearly, they didn't have a way to reconcile.
Yeah, self-custody.
Custody really seems to be one of the big things here. Clearly, they didn't have a way to reconcile custody on behalf of their customers. But sometimes when people were saying, boy, I don't know about this. Maybe I'm going to take my funds out. Let's say somebody bought Bitcoin and now they want to exit with custody of Bitcoin and have self-custody. Is that the point in time when FTX or some combination of these entities acquired the Bitcoin so that they could deliver what the customer was requesting?
Well, there's a certain amount of liquidity at a point in time. I think the problem happened when there was effectively a run on the bank and there was just less assets there than the depositors effectively would require to be drawn out. Underscoring that is a commingling of those assets even amongst the customers themselves. So it's just really one pot of crypto, if you will.
Right. Okay. So no control, no custody. And the only real safeguard the individual consumer had as this was unwinding was the hope that they could somehow be one of the lucky people that decided to say, I'm going to take possession and self-custody my own digital asset. Those people, if they've exited and they have custody of the assets, are their assets now safe?
Well, you're exactly on point. I mean, if we could all be as lucky as the Bahamian customers who got the money out.
All right. Thank you. My time's expired.
Did you hear that, Jeff?
I heard
Did you hear how subtle that was?
That was very subtle.
Yeah. So the Bahamian customers were able to get theirs out because that was Sam's ticket to ride, if you will, right? It was like, look, I will camp out in the Bahamas. And the reason they couldn't arrest him is because no Bahamians were affected by it. That was that was the first statement that came out of the Bahamas, which was no Bahamians were affected because it sounds like they got their funds out. All the Bahamian, they had apparently decent enough records, Jeff, to know who lived in the Bahamas and who could get their funds out. And like, well, I guess nobody in the Bahamas was harmed. Okay. It's just, I mean, so was the record keeping good? Was the record keeping not good? I love how Warren Davidson set him up with that. Now, if you guys know Mr. Raid right here, this guy here he was the one that stepped in on the Enron debacle 20 years ago. 20 years, 2021, 22, I think it was 2000. 22 years ago when Enron went, he was the guy that kind of jumped in. Now he jumped in here and he's trying to salvage exactly what's going on. But his name tag's wonky. Who put
Mr. Ray?
But no, but just look at the font. It's like something from like, it's like something from the Monopoly game or something. It's just weird. It's like that same kind of like, that the guy with the top hat. It's like, hey, everybody, it's so
Like the
weird. I don't know.
Monopoly.
It kind of looks weird. I don't know. It's weird.
Well,
It's weird.
here's some crypto G. Davidson needed a Monster Energy drink to make it through that hearing.
Dude, everybody did. It was brutal.
Customers got the money.
As that guy was talking, though, it's so
All
dry.
right, thank you. My time's expired. I yield.
Man.
Thank you. My time's expired. Boom. Landed a good punch. And it was like a couple. It was like a 1, 2, and 3, left, right, and right at the sucker punch there.
Yeah. And there you go. Sophie has it. Congress has not done your own research.
Done their own research. They have not done any research. Okay, let's listen in this. This was him from the hearing. This was him on broadcast TV.
Collateral damage for this fraud is going to be huge.
Yeah.
And when you look down to it, it really is as simple as custody. They never took possession of the things that they said they were putting in your account. And that is blatant fraud. And then when people would say, well, I want to redeem it, I want to get off, that's when they would buy the assets. And a lot of these assets, there's just not enough volume to provide immediate liquidity for those demands once there's a surge.
I had to tell you that the name of this show is on point because you
Wake
could
up, America.
Wake up, America. Wake up, Gensler. Wake up, Congress. Wake up, resident in the White House. Everybody just wake up. So yeah, but this is what's amazing. How can this not have been fraud, Jeff?
Dude,
how can it not have been fraud?
It's so fraud.
In other words,
from every level, it was fraud.
A regular exchange, you purchase the crypto goes into a wallet that you have access to. That's not what happened, right, Jeff?
Well, the biggest issue is that, we already have laws on the books that deal with this kind of guy, with these types of events. SBF didn't run this alone. He's not some strategic genius. He might be a mathematician genius. Maybe there's no way he orchestrated and built this company on his own. Like we said before, it looks like based on some of the information that's been dripping out, it looks like his parents were somehow involved. It looks like other people were involved as they were funneling money over to politicians and putting it into other people's names so that they didn't hit the max numbers, the max donation amounts. So they were doing all sorts of things. It looks like Gary Gensler, based on some of the information, it could be speculation, but some of the details coming out that he's covering things up for him. There's a lot of questions, a lot of concern. Tom Emmer has been hammering the SEC. I think we have some video clip on that as well.
We do.
Overall, it's been crazy. It's just absolutely crazy to see how this is
Jeff.
Finally unfolding.
Well, let me make
the fact that they arrested him.
Let's make some predictions. 2023 is going to be a year of going down. Yeah. Everything's going down, including a lot of people in Congress, people in that occupy that chair for the SEC. I mean, it's going to be the year of going down. The only thing that's not going to be going down are interest rates and inflation, but everything else is basically torpedoed and hitting down.
Dude, everything. They raised interest rates another. They raised interest rates again today. We're going to see.
Was it 75 basis prices, points?
5.
I did 5. Okay, well, it's a little bit better than what they're expecting. Look at Steve. Look at Steve's comment here. Can I play video games while I watch this? Because even there was something happening the other day where they had him on TV and he was playing video games during the interview. It's amazing. I don't understand.
Gary Gensler excludes meetings with SBF. That's okay. Just more BS. Matt LaRoche, and where's Congress getting its information from to make decisions? Where they get it from? SBF.
Pretty much, yeah. Well,
out of all the people they brought in.
The blue team. The red team's taking the reins. So let's see if the red team measures up and does what they said they would do. We should certainly see how that works out.
So Joni's saying Gary Gensler has 2 calendars, one private, one public. We all want to see his private calendar. How many times did he meet with these guys? What was actually going on behind those closed doors?
Hillary, I mean, all kinds of stuff, man.
Click.
K-HUD, appreciate that. He says, I'll give you FTT for any other digital assets today. Let's see. We have any takers? Any takers for K-HUD? He'll gladly give you FTT for any other digital assets today.
He's giving away for free.
Sounds like a bargain. The best I ever had.
Get ready.
Shot. Super. Thank you for that, K-HUD. Appreciate that. And you know why we appreciate that? Because who knows? When you support the channel, you support the channel. And otherwise, could just all go away, Jeff. So like one day we're on, and the next minute, who knows? Chip and Jeff, they're off building on the XRPL, and too busy for this anymore. Who knows? Who knows, Jeff? And who knows? It could happen. All right, let's go in this. By the way, if you want to see the tweet that broke the internet and probably the best tweet of the year, bar none. You ready for this?
Gary Wang.
Gary Wang. Okay.
People have brought up Gary Wang a couple times. Who is Gary Wang? Why do we know the name Gary Wang?
Yes, I will Google this. Who's this Gary Wang dude? Oh, the mysterious co-founder of FTX. That's right. He was the guy. And Alameda Research. Mysterious ex-Googler. He's a mysterious ex-Googler. Here it is right here. This is the one I intend to do, but this is why it's a live show, guys, because we just go on the fly. Mysterious co-founder of FTX and Alameda. Not much known about Bankman-Fried's close confidant, the co-founder of both FTX and Alameda. Yeah, we haven't heard really much about this guy, except I guess recently. Wang met Bankman-Fried. That's too hard to say. Wang met Bankman-Fried at a math camp in high school. Two nerds. They became college roommates in the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, Jeff, for those out there in OTCville. And they got degrees in mathematics and computer science. But Bankman-Fried apparently didn't know how to code. That's what he keeps telling us. Bankman-Fried received the bachelor's in physics. So
don't mess with the Wang.
Okay, here we go. Break him out. Break him out, boy.
Hang on. I think I have a video. I have a video straight from one of the big events over at FTX.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let me play it real quick. Ready?
I'll see it.
Here we go.
Hey,
substitute FTX.
Hey.
What's
FTX.
FTX.
Jeff, I want to cut together the best videos of all time. With Bill Gates dancing on the stage like a nut job. Who's that goofball from Ethereum? That dude goofing around on stage, doing his thing.
Oh my God, where's his rap that he did? Oh
Gary,
no. Yeah, don't worry. Gary's going. I think, and I like the way they're pushing him out. Go, Gary, go. Going out.
Get him out. You're getting the hell out of here. Okay, let's look at the tweet that broke the internet, that the tweet of the year, tweet of the decade. Here it is. Sam Bankman-Fried, right after he got basically arrested, here's the tweet. SBF no longer in self-custody.
I saw, that was awesome.
That's the greatest
I
tweet
love
ever.
that one. That's
Jeff.
the greatest ever.
I mean,
it
doesn't get better than that. And look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6 words.
God.
Who can do that? That had that kind of impact. And who is that? That's at Chancery_Daily. And it said, look, if you don't laugh at this joke, you should be punished. You really ought to be punished if you don't think that's funny.
That's awesome.
And then went on to say that also, if you don't know any crypto, but you don't get this joke, please learn more. Please learn more. Do better. You can do better. Gosh, that's just good stuff there, Jeff.
8 watching on Rumble. Look at that. Rumble's picking up.
Rumble, guys. Rumble. We love.
Rumble.
Hello to our Rumblers. Let's get ready to rumble. That's patented, by the way, Jeff. In case the
Jedi McCaleb dude is CIA.
Listen, Jed McCaleb
Maybe he is.
Listen,
that guy.
Look at the controversy that surrounds this guy. Teflon. And forget about Teflon Don.
Nothing.
Right? Look at the very. What was this? You remember his very first non-run-in? Was it Silk Road or was it what was the other one? Mt. Gox.
Oh yeah, Mt. Gox.
So Mt. Gox, he's one of the 3 guys. He's one of 3 founders. Everyone goes to jail except for Jed. untouched. So then he goes over to Ripple, co-founds Ripple, takes his pot of XRP. He's one of the original people, but who does the SEC come down on? Chris Larson, right? And who joined in 2015? Brad Garlinghouse. But who do they go after? Brad Garlinghouse, not the guy that got the original slice of the pie. That's Jed McCaleb. Then he goes over and founds, Stellar.
And nothing. Not one peep out of anybody. Like Stellar, nothing. No one comments about it.
No one says a word. No one says
about Stellar. No one says anything about Jed. He's not even brought up in any of the in the whole SEC v Ripple thing.
It's an oddity. Okay, we got more videos to watch here, guys. Let's go ahead and let's check it out. Let's see what we got here. Let me go through the video pile here.
He's one of the Satoshis.
Yeah, there you go. Let's look at Patrick McHenry. Listen in.
Yes.
By the way, Jeff, who can rock a bow tie better than Patrick McHenry? I'll be honest with you. If I put a bow tie on, I just look like a clown. You put the red nose and and I look like a clown. For some reason, Patrick McHenry looks regal. He looks dashing. He rocks that bow tie well. Let's check him out here.
Congressman, wouldn't it be pretty easy to change the rules so that the SEC could protect investor interest in this? I mean, that's what they were created for. Isn't there a way to just say, yes, they can make sure that investors aren't being defrauded? Can't Congress fairly simply do that?
They were created for.
Yes, and because the Securities Exchange Commission has failed to do that, we have to step in. Congress has to step in.
Right.
What we've seen under the Gensler regime is he said, come on in and talk to me. Their reference from the Securities Exchange Commission is they refer to FTX as a unregulated crypto exchange. Well, there is no means to be a regulated crypto exchange here in the United States. There is no law that creates that structure, nor any regulation from the SEC. The one decision that Gary Gensler's made that's had an impact today is a lack of custody regulation for digital assets. And the SEC has made a proactive decision on custody that is problematic for consumers. I think we have to highlight that over a period of time and a number of hearings to come in order to get clarity and build out a solid regime, regulatory regime, and force of law.
That's huge, man.
That's awesome. Yeah. That was awesome, Jeff. I mean,
that was great.
But,
that was awesome. That was great.
Who is it? The red team's showing up. The red team is showing up. They're saying a lot of stuff, Jeff. The red team's saying a lot of stuff. Let's see what
happens. Patrick McHenry, give me crypto or give me death.
Oh my God, are Steve and Joni on? I mean, do they happen to be the best couple ever? But I mean, they're a great couple, but they're like just knocking it out today on the live stream. Man, loving it. Well, I don't know your brother. Can you imagine that? Who looks like your brother-in-law?
Patrick,
he's a good dude. Does he wear a bow tie? Because I'll tell you what, man. I don't know.
Dude, we should start wearing bow ties. You don't have to wear a shirt. Just wear a bow tie. We'll get one of those bow ties.
Yeah, the ones that are they the real bow ties that you tie, or like the one with the elastic where you?
Yeah, the elastic string.
You know what I mean?
The white elastic
has a bow tie.
You know,
for around the holidays, got like a Christmassy one. We put the bow tie on them with the cool,
You get a T-shirt with a bow tie on it.
I think that'll work.
See, you'd rock a bow tie. Black tuxedo.
Oh yeah, come on!
Just don't put on a clown nose, and you're all good.
By the way, Jeff, every time they have that, what's that one comedy day where they sell the red noses? I'm tempted to grab a handful of them. It's Red Nose Day. Chip and Dale. I mean Jeff. Yeah, that's it. All right, let's look at another one. We got a couple other videos to look at here, but let's look at this one here. Let's take a look at Tom Emmer. Tom Emmer is no joke.
Where's XRP?
Let's look at this.
Had more meetings with FTX than anyone else in the crypto industry. We understand that what was being negotiated was a framework for digital asset exchange registration and token registration with the SEC that would benefit both parties. It would expand the SEC's jurisdiction in exchange for the SEC's preferential treatment of FTX over other industry participants. We understand there was a lot of activity to move this idea forward, including the circulation of draft short-form disclosures that would enable filers to get tokens listed on this newly formed bespoke exchange. Mr. Ray, I know you're handicapped with the information you currently have obtained, but Chair Gensler refuses to answer our questions or testify before this committee. Will you commit to sharing with this committee any internal documents you come across regarding communication between FTX and Mr. Gensler or others at the SEC?
We'll fully cooperate, with the committee and the regulatory authorities.
Somebody wake him up, please.
Again, specifically, I just want copies that this committee will want copies of those communications to the extent they exist.
We can certainly work with your staff.
Yeah, Jeff.
Well,
Jeff.
I'll tell you what. So some.
Jeff. I'm just gonna touch it and let you know that we'll get that at some point. As soon as I wake up from my nap. I know it's a long hearing, Jeff, but come on, this guy said, yeah, we can do that. And he's like, no, I want to
fired up, and this guy's like, oh man, I've been at
he's like specific copies. Look at, and Tom Emmer is spitting bullets. He's like shooting daggers out of his mouth.
On fire.
Here we go. Right, let's listen to this again.
We'll fully cooperate.
With what's your name again? What is it?
We will fully cooperate. Just copies.
Yeah, just the thing, right? You know the thing.
Drop the hammer. You know that thing.
With respect to our investigation.
Again, specifically, I just want copies.
Specifically, I want copies, dude. Are you listening to me? You think Emmer would go over there and just shake him? Like he just shakes someone and their head like flies back like that. I think he wants to be shook. He's like, dude, I want copies.
Copies that this committee will want copies of those communications.
He intends to provide
you to the extent they exist.
We can certainly work with your staff to get you what you need.
Yeah,
thank you.
I was sure.
We'll work through it and we'll get what it is.
Yeah,
that's all it's going to be. It's just so bizarro. There's all kinds of good stuff, though, huh? We go through it all first, get the incriminating evidence out. Yep, that's what
exactly. And then I'll turn it over.
And then, hey, what is it?
Catherine, what's going on, Catherine?
Good to see you. Good to see you. Where is?
To be fair,
where's XRPP?
Is he playing with his pen?
Did you send XRPP the link?
I did send it to him
on my phone.
Calling XRPP. Calling XRPP.
Calling all cars. XRPP. See? XRPP. All right, let's do it. We'll do what else we have. We have another story here. Jeff, tell me about the story here. Can we play this one? Yeah, let's play this one.
Pull it up.
This is Pocahontas. Jeez, Jeff.
It was great. Elizabeth Warren getting into.
Other crypto billionaires argue.
Okay, so let's play this one.
And that.
There you go.
Up the volume.
Pump up the volume. It's all the way. Oh, there it is. Okay, here we go.
Warren of Massachusetts is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So Sam Bankman-Fried and other crypto billionaires argue crypto is special. But a basic principle of our financial system is same kind of transactions, same kind of risk, same rules apply.
Spatial.
Right now, if a bank takes money from terrorists and the bank and the banker then have broken the law.
With their hands.
And that's why
you have AML, KYC, AML.
Identifying who their customers are and reporting suspicious activity to authorities. A lot of crypto firms are not doing these kinds of checks.
FTX was in the Bahamas.
So crypto has become the preferred
It was not a
tool
regulated exchange.
for terrorists, for ransomware gangs, for drug dealers,
ransomware gangs.
Boo. That want to launder money. In 2021, at least $14 billion in digital assets went to criminals. Now, that's a lot of drugs and a lot of ransoms.
Here we go with the drugs and the ransom again, Jeff. God, it's getting old.
But it's likely only the tip of the iceberg. Launder over $10
It's the XRP community, Jeff.
For criminals and
get her out of there.
Iran. Even so, the crypto industry continues to take the position nothing should change. Professor Allen, the crypto industry claims it doesn't need to do all of the know your customer and other anti-money laundering checks that banks do and stockbrokers do, and even Western Union does, because crypto is uniquely transparent.
God almighty, this is too much.
Union said world in the so
that we apply to existing.
There we go.
weaker
There we
and
go.
believe that the potential
Yeah.
benefits of crypto are lost.
Let's get to Mr. Wonderful. This is what I want to hear.
FTX's collapse. But you are an experienced investor. So let me ask you, do you believe that the potential benefits of crypto are so promising that we should accept weaker anti-money laundering rules and weaker compliance from crypto firms
That's not what happened.
than we require from banks, from brokers, and from Western Union?
No, I think we should apply the same regulatory structure that we apply to existing trading of stocks and bonds on exchanges tied to broker dealers. That is not complicated. It's already been implemented in other countries. And I take issue, Senator, with your concept that it makes it easier to do money laundering. Currencies have been used for drug trafficking since the 60s in the American dollar, when it was thrown out of a Piper aircraft in a duffel bag. The American dollar is also used by bad actors all the time. The
Mr.
truth about
O'Leary, I appreciate your point that everyone tries
Wait.
to engage in money laundering.
I missed it.
That's what drug company, drug dealers do. And that's what states like Iran and North Korea have done. The only point I'm trying to make is, should the same
You make the
rules
same
against-
point every time. Get her off the stage. We got something really important. We have none other. Let's get to the segment here, Jeff, because we have some more. We have way more important things to get. Let's get her off. Get her off the stage.
Get her out of there. Kick her out.
Wait, can we get the drum roll?
Get
ready?
the drum roll too.
You want to do the drum roll?
Let me get the drum roll going. Ready?
We have none other than XRP.
Here we go.
Get it ready. Let's do it.
Wait,
no, that's not the one. That's
Hang
not
on,
the
here we
joke.
go. You ready?
That's not it. Get it ready.
Here we
Come
go.
on, man. Boom. There it is. XRPP.
Okay, I'm here. Can you guys hear me? Okay, Chipster.
I could hear you great.
Loud
and then I couldn't hear you. And then I could hear you again.
That's great. It's nice to join you guys. It looks like you guys are already rolling with Elizabeth Warren and Mr. Wonderful. Oh my gosh, I'm almost afraid to interrupt that.
Mr. Wonderful at least put it in her place because nobody else would. So that I'll give him some props for that. He was like,
yeah, I mean, if he says something that makes sense, you got to give him props. But what a piece of crap he is. I wrote an article just a couple days ago or just like a little fake article that says he's teaching a master class on how to take $15 million from a fraud and then publicly defend the fraud. He's going to teach everyone how to do that. So yeah, you got to love Mr. Wonderful.
He also got didn't he get a lot of money though? Wasn't he paid a pretty decent amount of money?
Yeah, he was paid $15 million from what I understand from SBF and FTX. So I mean, he took a lot, and he's defending him to this day. If you saw today, he's pretty much saying that he said, okay, there's a lot of problems, but in my opinion, I don't have all the facts, but in my opinion, like he was sunk by Binance. So he's trying to sum it all up, saying that Binance did some dirty dealings to sink FTX, which is pretty abhorrent to me.
Pretty much. So listen, so I want to get to some really important stuff here. So first of all, you've broken the internet, okay? And this is just a masterful move. I don't know if you guys saw this, but check this out right there. There it is right there. The rare XRPP DS private collection NFT sold at Christie's auction for $80 million.
And it's record breaking. I wasn't even aware that it was. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I mean, there's so many people I'd like to thank, but I was unaware that it was even being auctioned at Christie's until I saw that headline, and I thought, well, now that I've seen the headline, I have to retweet it. So
that was sold at Christie's. Are we talking about? Was there any royalties in there? I hope you built in a 10% royalty for that.
I don't even know how it got there, so I don't even know what
okay.
I don't even know what any of the royalty. I think Christie's is just pocketing it themselves, but that particular one, it had that Dirk. It had a bit of a droopy left eye. He's wearing a white fedora, so I mean that one was rare anyway.
Now I saw the one where this is the droopy. This is a weird droopy eye run right here.
Let's see. There he is.
Yeah, so we got reports. I mean, and for
That's
all
a
of
droopy.
you, yeah, you know, we got
Big
reports
droop.
that people are buying their DS private collection NFTs, and some of them are falling apart when they get home, you know. And I told everyone that, look, we have a DS private collection, service shop, and all you have to do is bring it back. We'll repair it. We'll get it back to you.
I think was it Eric Martin's?
It's the XRPP warranty.
I'm having a little bit of. Here's another good tweet right here. This one right here. There's just a syncopation in this. If I could read this, actually, XRPP, could you read this? Can you see the screen? I want you to read this because I love this tweet too. Go ahead and read that one.
You got it. I lost connection a little bit, but yeah, this was just from yesterday. Sam Bankman fraud. Sam Bankman arrested. Sam Bankman tried. Sam Bankman fried.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So what's up with this?
Well,
so we got Gary Gensler going all the way to the Bahamas.
We have reporters everywhere. I mean, it's what XRP, the Standard Productions, and CTC News, Crypto Town Crier News. We have reporters everywhere, and apparently they caught this earlier that Gary Gensler actually flew to the Bahamas with handfuls of cash in an effort to bail out his little buddy, Sam Bankman-Fried. So, yeah, he can catch look at those wads of cash. I don't know how much exactly that is, but you know, that's his friend.
Nice, he has it tied together with a rubber band.
They got really close, you know, as they met several times this year. They apparently formed quite the friendship. So Gary just wants to bail out his little buddy.
Yeah.
What's up with this one, though? I want to know what's up with that one. The DS private collection, but geez, that looks oddly enough like you, if I'm not mistaken.
The martini. Look at you.
Yeah, well, I mean that's when I was dressing up, you know, just for the display on XRP Cafe, you know. But the man of the hour on this one is Dirk Shepins for sure.
Yeah,
this
Dirk
is again.
Is the man.
Dirk is the man. Again, this is a satirical line of NFTs. We're making fun and also glorifying at the same time Mr. Dirk Shepins, the founder of X-Spectre. And
by the way, this is what XRPP really looks like right here.
Yeah, guys, it kind of really does look more like you than it does. I'm going to be honest with you. It's like, I mean, come on, dude. That's a little bit uncanny, the look. Like I told you, it's like a Don Johnson sort of look, that half-shaven face type of thing crossed with a Brad Pitt.
It is. And something there's something about the eyes on these things. Like I got to say, Chip and Jeff have both met me. That does not look to me. That doesn't look anything like me, but it probably looks a little closer to me than Mr. Shepins. But I got to say, when you look at the eyes of these things, they are strangely hypnotic. That's why I have some tweets where I zoom in on the eyes. And,
there is something weird about that. I had to say,
it kind of creeps you out, and it's kind of alluring at the same time.
The one that's really creepy, and I think Eric Martin talked about this one with the blonde one, where he said, "Oh, that's the best one," and Dirk was like, "No, man,
let's bring it up. Let's see it.
Not good in the blonde." What's it's
Jai
right
just
here.
bought 3 NFTs.
You can't see it. Hell yeah! It's this one right here. I mean, come on, guys. It's 88 XRP. It's a lot of fun, and it's a limited collection. Let's do it.
I want to sell, because what we're doing is if we sell them out, then we'll have more money to give to charity. We are I believe they're going to compensate the real artists. I play around that it's me, of course, but at the end of the disclaimer, at the end of the video,
don't you mean the Dirk disclaimer?
The Dirk disclaimer. It might say that XRPP didn't actually draw these things, but the artist has to be. We got to compensate the artist, but it's also a charity as well that will be voted upon by the holders of the NFT. So if these things, they're only 88 XRP a piece. If these things sell out, we'll have more money for charity, which is great. And it's actually a lot of fun because, like we say, these NFTs are so. I say they're so beautiful, but they are so ridiculous that it's kind of a fun little thing to hold to prove that you got through the peak of the bear market. So absolutely.
To the moon.
To the moon. DS private collection.
These are previous. We missed them. My neck hurts listening.
My neck hurts listening to this.
That was from before when we were watching Elizabeth Warren.
Okay.
That's not from this.
They were talking about DS private collection. I'm like, well, put an ice pack on it, buddy.
That was from earlier.
That was rough.
Did you guys get to hear David Schwartz rapping with XRPP on the XRP Cafe?
No, man.
Yesterday?
No,
I missed it.
No,
When I came into it, look, I joined and it was like, thanks everybody. It was a great. I was like, whoa,
No,
what the hell? I was just coming in here, man, and it was like I
Yeah.
just missed it.
It was a lot of fun. The replay is on. If you go to XRP Cafe's Twitter feed, it's on there. You can listen to like the last half an hour of it. It was actually a lot of fun to have him on. It's rare for him to come on a Spaces. You guys know that from trying to get him on your live stream. It's rare.
No, that's never happening. So he would rather go on a podcast that has 6 subscribers because he went on one that had under 200. So I'm sure.
Oh, of course, it doesn't make any sense, but it was lovely. He came on.
XRPP. Let's do this. He seems to engage with you often. Why don't you open up a channel?
Okay.
We'll be the subscribers. You have him as a guest, and all of a sudden we pop on. It's like Chip and Jeff are here, man.
That'd be odd. That'd be great.
Well, I don't.
You're on the chain. We'll put the drape down. Hey, you're actually on the chain.
Wait a second. It's the old bait and switch.
Scammed
The old bait and switch.
The old bait and switch
live stream.
But I don't know if that's going to happen though, because I actually told him like, hey, we got the X Spectacular on Monday. I'm like, you're always welcome to come along, and it was just like, oh, okay, I gotta go.
Like, oh, what time is it?
David's always trolling.
It was a lot of fun though, because he actually answered a lot of questions. I was able to ask him a lot of questions that I didn't think I would be able to ask him. And one of them that has always been interesting to me is the fact that Elon Musk never says anything about XRP. And I wanted to know his take on it, because there's a lot of, you can call them conspiracies if you want to. I don't know technically. I don't know technically what you would call it, but there's a lot of speculation, I guess you could say, that Elon Musk does indeed know about XRP and has some kind of plan in place to use XRP. Now, I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's the case. But like I told David, you have to kind of at least wonder. This is the top 3 cryptocurrency for over a decade. It is fundamentally more sound than any other. It does not use the energy that others do, right? So it's much more, I guess you could say, it's at least much more economical, whether or not you ascribe to the global warming effects. And also, like David said, the one thing that is an argument for why maybe he does know about XRP and likes it is that the SEC case against Ripple, and he hates the SEC.
Oh yeah, he comes.
He's not a big fan. Yes,
he's not a fan at all. He hates them. So why not support, or at least know about this, currency, this digital currency that's at least involved in this huge SEC case, in which if they win, it empowers them so much more. He has to know about XRP. Come on.
Has to. Of course.
Well, he definitely knows
Doge.
about it. But look, he was hyping Doge, and but now think about what he announced back in November. He was talking about monetizing or bringing payments to Twitter. So if he's going to bring payment to Twitter, what does that mean exactly? Think about how many people can leverage. Think about how Mark Zuckerberg with Facebook tried to do it with their now defunct project. So here Elon Musk understands, and it'll be interesting to see if they can pull something off like that. Bringing in, if he's going to bring payments to Twitter, let it be XRP.
And you just got to wonder, because it has to be something that can handle the sheer volume that Twitter is going to to bring to it. So it has to be something that's technologically sound. Now, I don't know a great deal about Doge, but I do know that it is a fork. I think it's one of the forks of Bitcoin. It could be one of the forks of Litecoin. I don't know if you guys are aware, but I do know it's a fork of one of those. And Litecoin's a fork of Bitcoin. So essentially they're from that same proof of work tree. Now, I don't know if Doge has transitioned. I don't know what the status of their network is, but I would guarantee it that it does not have the volume capabilities, the scaling that something like the XRP ledger does.
That's right. And we got to take a.
Can you do the air guitar with me?
This is for Alex. D-Vlogs and K-HUD because we missed the other one.
Get ready for the air guitar. Ready?
Pull the air guitar.
Are you ready?
Come on, XRP. Get your.
Okay, I'm doing it too.
We got it. Okay, here we go. Ready? We gotta
get
it going. We gotta go. Ready?
Go.
Oops, I missed it. I missed the strum.
I wasn't ready. Hang on.
All right.
Did you see me? Did you see me? I did it too.
Yeah, we saw.
You're a little slow. You're a little slow in the beginning of that.
Oh, I tried.
Guys, listen. Time-wise, I got two amazing, important things to throw up here, and this one's cool. Look at this right here. This is Jeremy Hogan and his wife at their Christmas party. This is the office Christmas party, and just look at that. Look at what Jeremy Hogan is wearing. It says "Ho Ho Hodl."
That sweater.
It's got the 589 bear on there, and he's got pointing to the tooth, and he's got XRP all over there with the little ring. That is phenomenal, Jeff.
That's great.
I love that picture. So Jeremy has officially made his last. I would imagine that there's going to be something at the end, at the wrap up of the case, that he's going to make something.
Oh yeah.
But he at least before rulings, I think he's made his last video, which is the end of an era, and it really makes me sad. I don't know about you guys.
It does, but it's one of those things where you start doing it, and you have to keep doing it. And you're like, okay, I got to do another one, and another one, another one. You end up with 200,000 subscribers. You're like, dude, I just want to go back to my awesome life with my wife, my kids. Right. He's got like 17 kids or something like that. And then, and his wife, and they're in their beautiful mansion, we're driving their Lambos. It's like, dude, I got to go cut another video. It's 7:30. I missed up. See, what people don't understand is when you do this live, it's so much easier. When Jeff and I would upload a video, I would be like, damn, cursing at my screen so much. And I'd be like, it's Chip. And I'd be so mad and like, welcome to, and I'll be like, and you do it again and you do it again. But for some reason live, you don't care, man. It's live.
And exactly. And people just don't realize what it takes to make content. And I can definitely appreciate what it would be like for you guys to make a video, or for what it would be like for him. He's got a law firm with his wife.
Successful law firm.
He's got a successful law firm. They have kids. They have responsibilities, and he was going out of his way. Of course, it has to be somewhat of a pleasure for him. Otherwise, he wouldn't do it, and that's awesome. But all the effort that he had to put into it was really a marvel, and I appreciate it so much. Just from my point of view, just making little bullshit pieces of satire, which I hope give people a laugh and put things in perspective. It's hard work. I mean, I have other responsibilities.
Maserati, Lambo. Same
Maserati, Lambo, yeah.
Right,
but it's tough to make content, and it's tough to make good content, and it takes, it's over and over and over that you're, trying to give your effort to do this. And a lot of people are like, meh, whatever.
Clickbait,
whatever.
Every one of our videos, someone has to come in.
It's like you try
clickbait.
You try doing 3 shows. You try doing 3 shows. You try writing 3 funny satirical articles. Anything, and it ain't that easy. You try making
That's why we leave it to the professionals. XRPP. I want to read this one from Stu Alderati, General Counsel over at Ripple. He said, to be clear, the SEC's tag-along complaint against Sam Bankman-Fried seeks to recover funds for who? FTX's sophisticated equity investors, not the consumers that have been left holding the bag in bankruptcy court once again.
Yeah.
Right. And I think John Deaton said this as well. So who exactly have they been protecting?
Themselves. They're boys. The old boys club is what they're protecting.
Himself.
Which little man, independent, average citizen, U.S. investor have they actually protected? Not only in trying to meet with FTX, and pretty much what we can tell, and Tom Emmer was talking about it in the hearing, pretty much like trying to secure some kind of special deal with FTX. And then they explode or implode, depending on how you look at it, implode. And then, like, all of these people are just shit out of luck. And are they getting compensated? Are they getting anything that the SEC is securing in fines or anything to where they're getting their money back? No.
Yeah, it's kind of weird how that is.
Oh, you're playing us out. It's like the Oscars.
It is like the Oscars. Just like the Oscars.
Hey, thanks for joining us, guys.
Dude, that was awesome.
The party.
Dude, it's awesome having you having you back on. This is great. I like bringing you in, do these segments, and cover some great stuff, give some updates, some satire.
Yeah, especially covering your content, because I got to
comedy.
say thank
It's
you
awesome.
for all that you do, XRPP. Thank you for making us all laugh. Thank you for, not only the live laughter, but what you do. It's so refreshing to be able to laugh, especially in this bear market. So thanks for all you do and the content you create, because man, I laugh out loud when I read your tweets, and that is a talent, and that's not easy.
Well, thank you very much. It's a joy, and I love being that facet to the community. So thank you.
And you're a huge asset, the biggest asset, period. There's no bigger asset than you.
That's what I want to hear.
Brad Garlinghouse, get out of here.
Get out of here.
Take a seat over there.
Step aside.
Get in the queue behind XRPP, the artist, with that special DS.
Formerly known as
DS private. Get your DS private collection, guys, for crying out loud. It's slowing down, and it shouldn't be.
It's
genuine.
88 XRP. People,
88
come
XRP.
on.
Get your exclusive DS private collection NFT.
Yeah.
That is it. So anyhow, you guys listening, tuning in, XRPP, again, thank you for coming on with us. Look forward to next week. All those, everyone out there listening, the best and the brightest in all of YouTube crypto space. Thank you, Alex D Vlogs, K-HUD, and all of you on the chain members. You guys know who you are. We are planning and talking about a virtual meetup. So that's going to be really cool on the chain members. And maybe we'll get that in-person meetup here on the calendar as
We're
well.
talking about it. In-person meetup. Get your mask ready.
Florida.
XRPP. Get your books ready.
Get your
Get
books
my
ready.
books ready. I'll get my books ready.
All right.
Get it tattooed on your face.
I'll polish them up.
Until next time, Saturday morning, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will have to check you guys back out. You know what? Because Joni's no longer playing pickleball because they're committed to On the Chain right here.
Hey now.
Sorry they left, but they're back.
Hey, one of
They're
these
giving
days I'll
up
play pickleball with Joni, and I think it's Dave Gilbronson. I'll play pickleball with them one day. I've known them on Twitter for a long time.
Dave, Bob. Yeah, it's good with the names. That's the other thing. You were sharp when it comes to names, so that's awesome.
Yes. XRP. There we go.
All right, guys, that's all we
got
have.
for you.
We'll see you on the next one. Chip, Jeff, XRPP, the artist, out. Have a good one, guys.
Bye-bye.
Are you down with OTC? Please like, subscribe, and click the bell to be notified when the next video drops.